Welcome back to Florida TRD. Today I'm going to talk about my second modification I did, which is tires. So the factory TRD Pro 4Runner comes with Nitto Terra Grapplers. I am not a huge fan of those tires at all. I've had them on a previous vehicle. Off-road, they don't clean well. They don't really provide a ton of grip off-road. So I never was really happy with them. I also thought that they wore pretty quick. So I went with something that was obviously more aggressive. On my previous vehicle, on my Tacoma, I had Nitto Trail Grapplers, which were awesome tires. The only problem is that they're not severe snow rated. So while that might not seem like a big deal when you're on the trail or living in the state of Florida, for me, I do have family that lives up north and they do get some pretty nasty snowstorms. And if they need me, I need to be able to get up there safely and effectively. And when you start getting up into some of those mountain roads, if they're not passable by normal tires, they're checking for chains or for the snowflake rating. So for me, I didn't want to go trail grappler route again because of that. So BFGoodrich had revised their all-terrain TAKOs, which I had the original ones on a truck of mine many years ago, and they were phenomenal tires. I loved them. So I decided to give these another shot. There were other tires that I considered during this. Nitto had released their Exo Grappler, and then of course there's all the other ones from Falcon, and there's other BFGoodriches like the Rugged Trails and stuff like that. None of those really did it for me. I needed to have the most aggressive tire that I could find, and that was also severe snow rated. If Nitto would just make a trail grappler that was severe snow rated, I'd be good to go. That'd be the tire I'd run for life. But unfortunately, they don't make anything like that. So I went with this. So far, I have probably about 10,000 plus miles on these tires, maybe give or take. So far, they have been awesome. They've been up north in the mountains multiple times. They've been on multiple road trips, and they're awesome. They have very low noise. On the trail, they provide excellent grip. They clean very well. In the thunderstorms that we have in Florida every couple hours, they do very well in the rain. They do well on wet asphalt. I pretty much have zero complaints other than some of the siping and stuff like that. They just attract rocks like crazy, which a lot of tires that have siping or narrower channels tend to do that. Not the end of the world, so it is what it is. They did a very good job with this tire, especially when they revised it with the new side lugs and made the sidewalls stronger. They really did a good job with it. As far as size goes, I'm running two 85/70s on this. The factory size is a 265/70. From my research, 33s, which is what this specs out to be, are about the largest you can run on a 4Runner before you start having drivetrain issues. So basically, you'd have to start modifying your drivetrain to be able to run a larger tire. That's not something I wanted to do. I don't mind, doing suspension upgrades or upgrading control arms or something like that, but it's a daily driver. I don't want to start ripping into diffs and all that other stuff. I'm just not interested in doing that. So for me, this provides enough clearance for the lowest hanging parts, because obviously tire is the only way to get everything up off the ground. Suspension only lifts frame and body. So they've been good. I haven't really had any issues as far as getting hung up on stuff or hitting things on the trail that I haven't been able to conquer. Obviously, it's not a Wrangler Unlimited on 40s, so there are going to be some things that you just cannot do, and I understand that. I don't do that type of wheeling anyways. I'm more of a trail and overland type guy. So, yeah. As far as fitment goes, as you can see, you still have good space front and rear. I did have to trim the rear mud flap and pull it back with a zip tie to get it to clear. I trimmed it initially when I did my first lift, and then I ended up having to pull it back after I did the Icon lift. I did it on both the driver's side and the passenger side to get it to fit properly, which I'll show pictures of that so you guys can see exactly where I did it. Other than that, like I said, zero complaints. So if you're looking for an aggressive all-terrain tire that's severe snow rated, that's the one to get, in my opinion. Yeah. So if you guys have any questions, please post it up in the comments. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.